Welcome to Half 2-4. Today in the issue, Jurgen Klopp officially returns into big football after the loud dismissal of Julian Nagelsmann. A Arsenal aimed at the most expensive transfer in its history. Whether we'll join Enzo to the Gunners. Cristiano Ronaldo spoke about pension. Whether will be 1,000 goals. About this all and much other we tell right now. European Football Union officially approved serious changes in regulation and referee instructions, which directly will affect on holding of European Cups and matches of national teams under aegis of organization. Governing organs sent official explanation to all its association's members regarding implementation of new rules. Most loud decision became the cancellation of obligatory punishment for covered by hand-mouth during conflict situations on field. New introduction, which earlier in April of this year approved International Board of Football Associations, now not will act in obligatory order in the Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, and in matches of the Nations League and on championships of Europe. UEFA recommends to chief referees to act in such episodes strictly on own discretion. From now, footballers not will be automatically sent off from field only for itself, the attempt to hide own words from TV cameras or opponent. Process if referee will evaluate such behavior as obvious gesture of aggression or unsporting behavior to player will show yellow card. By essence, European officials decided not to turn football field into platform for reading by lips, having left right of final decision behind man with whistle. Parallel with this, from now system VAR received right to intervene into game and check correctness of appointment of corner kicks. If replay clearly will demonstrate that referee mistook and ball came out behind limits of field from player of attack, then after hint of video assistant instead of corner will be appointed kick from gate. This is historic decision, which finally will put end to situations when through banal mistake of side referee teams received right on dangerous standard, which not rarely decided fate of big European Cup confrontations. European football market covered wave of loud coaching appointments and reshuffles, and straight several leading clubs officially closed deals with new mentors. Nottingham Forest announced about signing of contract with former head coach of Crystal Palace Oliver Glasner. Austrian specialist put signature under agreement until June of 2029 year and will receive largest salary in history of club among coaches. By that time, former helmsman of Tottenham and Celtic Ange Postecoglou officially headed Saudi Al-Nassr, having signed contract for 2 years. 60-year-old Australian immediately proceeds to work and becomes new boss of Cristiano Ronaldo, having replaced on this position Jorge Jesus. Parallel large-scale change of vector announced and in Italy. Neapolitan Napoli officially presented Massimiliano Allegri as new head coach of team. Agreement with experienced Italian mentor is calculated until June of 2029 year. Selves conditions of cooperation were completely coordinated yet at end of May. Process most interesting scuffle now unfolds on level of national teams, where after completion of championship of world vacant remains, position of head coach of Netherlands, national team Orange stumbled on stage of 1/16 of final of Mundial, having lost to national team of Morocco in series of penalties with score 2-3. After what Ronald Koeman left position, by information of insider Nicolo Schira, main contender on position of new coach of Netherlanders is former coach of Liverpool Arne Slot, who remains without team after dismissal from Enfield at end of May of this year. Slot is priority candidate for local federation process. He has serious competitor. On this same position actively pretends Erik ten Hag. Despite last failures in Manchester United and Germany, in Federation remember his successes with Amsterdam Ajax, whom Erik ten Hag led to semi-final of Champions League in season 2018-19. Currently, both specialists find themselves without work, and negotiations regarding appointment come out on finish straight. Before new helmsman will stand tasked to prepare team to group stage of Nations League, where in autumn on Netherlands wait confrontations with Germany, Serbia, and Greece. But precisely loud coaching appointment of this summer, this is return of Jurgen Klopp. German Football Union experiences unprecedented earthquake. Era of Julian Nagelsmann on head of national team of Germany officially finished by cause became full failure of Bundesteam on current championship of world, where teams sensationally flew out already on stage of 1/16 of final, having yielded in series of penalties to national team of Paraguay. For German fans, this is third in a row, shameful exit on early stages of Mundials, what forced bosses of federation to act radically. Despite that contract of Julian Nagelsmann acted until 2028 year, after extra heavy meeting in Frankfurt, parties agreed about immediate dissolution of relations, and the compensation amount for the early dismissal of the manager was 7 million euros. This, to me, generally not likes in coaches. Failed. Can go himself or by mutual agreement. But no, they will hold until them not will survive. But contract is contract. And generally, if you remember our issue of month-long recency, then for you, news about appointment of Klopp exactly not became surprise. Let us recall a fragment of that video. If the Germans fail at the World Cup, Nagelsmann will leave, and Klopp will head the Germany national team already this year. Jurgen has clearly set his squad priorities, and his arrival in the Germany national team is only a matter of time. As see, when we say that have checked facts and freshest insides, this works precisely so. Therefore, to always be a step ahead and know real development of events in world football, remain with us and subscribe on channel straight right now. Now, Jurgen Klopp is single candidate on vacant position, and negotiations with his entourage already officially started. German specialist, for first time for long years, openly expressed readiness to listen to proposal. Since format of work with national team on the eve of home Euro 2028 ideally fits under his current schedule with less intensity. Leadership of German football craves to format deal lightning fast. Single question for legal services remains format of cessation or combination of his obligations with Global Football Department Red Bull. Process Austrian concern, exactly not, will become obstacle for main dream of all country. Official appointment of Klopp is case of nearest days, when parties will coordinate final financial parameters and new coaching staff. Write in the comments whether believe you that Jurgen Klopp can reanimate national team of Germany after catastrophe on Mundial and bring Bundesteam to victory on next championship of Europe. Milanese Inter officially launched resolute assault of transfer market of Serie A and determined its main chosen one for reinforcement of defensive line. Leadership of Nerazzurri aimed at homegrown player of London Chelsea Trevoh Chalobah, who became priority target for Italian giant. Negotiations find themselves in active phase. Representatives of 26-year-old English defender already arrived to Milan to detailedly discuss conditions of personal contract. Himself, Chalobah, resolutely disposed to change club registration and categorically gives preference to continuation of career precisely in Italian championship, despite solid interest from side of several clubs of English Premier League. London Chelsea occupies very tough financial position in these negotiations, since sale of homegrown player of academy is critically important for adherence to rules of financial sustainability. All sum from this transfer will go into pure profit of club. Therefore, Blues crave to squeeze maximum. Leadership of Chelsea already officially rejected proposal of other Italian club Como, which tried to buy out defender for £22 million sterling. Bosses of Londoners clearly gave to understand to all contenders that not will let go Englishmen less than for £35 million sterling of clean fixed payment. Parallel Chelsea considered option of use of Chalobah in frameworks of exchange deal with Crystal Palace for signing of Maxence Lacroix. Because defender successfully performed there on rights of loan, Process himself, football player, blocked this path since dreams to perform on legendary San Siro. Despite differences in evaluation of value and high requirements of Londoners, Inter not is going to retreat. Milanese club 100% confident in expediency of this transfer and plans in nearest time to conduct crucial round of negotiations with leadership of Chelsea to find compromise option of structure of payments. Currently, Chalobah finds himself in location of national team of England on Championship of World, what somewhat slows down legal formatting of papers, process parties disposed to close mega deal in nearest time. Head coach of London Chelsea Xabi Alonso tries to realize his transfer plan on Stamford Bridge. Spanish specialist personally insists on signing of leader of midfield of Sunderland and captain of national team of Switzerland, Granit Xhaka. Both they already created history in German Bayer, when together won golden medals of Bundesliga, so Xabi Alonso wonderfully knows that 33-year-old Swiss is ideal leader and tactical brain for construction of his new playing model in London. Londoners already accomplished first official assault of market, having proposed for experienced halfback £8 million sterling. Process leadership of Sunderland answered with immediate and categorical refusal. Black Cats conducted powerful season and guaranteed to themselves participation in European Cups. Himself, Xhaka, became main engine of team. Insider Graham Bailey confirms that leadership of Sunderland conducted direct negotiations with Xhaka, having underlined his exceptional importance for club, and clearly gave to understand that football player not is sold of this summer. Xhaka, completely with understanding, treated to tough position of his club, he respects Sunderland and not plans to arrange boycotts or demand transfer, although possibility again to work with Xabi Alonso is for him very attractive perspective. Transfer guru Fabrizio Romano, in his fresh review, detailedly analyzed situation which developed between two English clubs. Fabrizio Romano noted that Sunderland sends maximally clear and strong signal to all contenders, considering this history completely closed. Bosses of Black Cats on 100% confident that will save their captain for future European campaign. At same time, Chelsea categorically refuses to surrender. Despite iron concrete position of Sunderland, London club holds doors open and continues to believe in its chance. Currently, Chelsea prepares improved second proposal, trying to find financial arguments which will force opponent to go on negotiations. London Arsenal received powerful tactical and reputational impulse in attempts to format one of loudest transfers of this summer. Gunners on head with Mikel Arteta and sporting director Andrea Berta actively study possibility of signing of stellar midfielder of Chelsea and national team of Argentina Enzo Fernandez. Race for 25-year-old Argentine halfback substantially simplified after that. How main competitors of Londoners officially came off from distance, having left Arsenal in status of main favorite. Himself, Enzo Fernandez, who now performs on Championship of World, absolutely open to change of club registration. Player extremely dissatisfied with vector of development of Chelsea under leadership of Consortium Blueco, especially on background of that Blues finished on 10th place in Premier League and completely remained without European football. By more, Chelsea succeeded to dismiss Enzo Maresca and Liam Rosignol. A new helmsman, Xabi Alonso, only unfolds his work. By information of insider Fabrizio Romano, Manchester City, which earlier gathered information about Argentine, completely refused from idea of transfer. Despite that new coach of Citizens, Enzo Maresca, wonderfully knows possibilities of midfielder by joint work in London. Fabrizio Romano, in his fresh review, clearly gave to understand that between Manchester City and Enzo Fernandez, now absolute calm and no negotiations, clubs do not lead. Parallel from fight officially stepped out, and Madrid real. Royal Club went on unprecedented step and published official statement on its club site, ultimately having denied any contacts with Chelsea or representatives of player. Leadership of cream-colored underlined that respects Enzo Fernandez as great footballer, but not has any intentions to accomplish transfer, having called all rumors in Spanish media groundless speculations, which only create confusion. This completely unties hands to transfer office of Arsenal, which looks for reinforcement into center of field after conquest of championship title of EPL. Leadership of Chelsea put out for its leader crazy price tag in size of £120 million sterling, while Blues try to retain footballer. Andrea Berta evaluates financial structure of potential proposal. Write in the comments, whether is worth to Arsenal to pay for Enzo Fernandez £120 million sterling, and whether can Argentine become ideal partner for Declan Rice in renewed center of field of Gunners.
winning titles and
Captain of national
beating
team of
records.
Portugal,
My
Cristiano
expectation was a little
Ronaldo
bit different.
officially
To be honest, I
rewrote
expected
history
to
of
win
world
final, of
football
course.
and established
But,
unique achievement on fields
the day
of
was
Mundial.
I expect
41-year-old forward
happened
became oldest footballer in
because
history who scored in matches of playoff of championships of world. This historic moment occurred in Pojedinku of 1/16 of final against Croatia, where Portugal gained volitional victory with score 2-1. This first in career goal of Cristiano Ronaldo in playoff of world championships. Process around future of Cristiano flared up true informational storm through resonant statement of his family. Sister of footballer Katia Aveiro in air of TV channel Sport TV openly announced about completion of international career of brother after Mundial, having noticed next, enjoy while this lasts. This soon will end. Information, which I have from reliable source, this is his last dance. These words instantly blew up informational space, having forced himself, the captain, to answer on uncomfortable questions of journalists in mixed zone. Cristiano Ronaldo answered next. Completion of career? Future of Cristiano? This is not that. What has significance now? I will talk about this later, and at me will be enough time, regardless from victory or defeat. I will talk with my family, then will accept decisions so, as will consider for necessary. I not accept reckless decisions. I will decide everything after tournament, not now. This goal into gates of Croatia raised official career plank of Cristiano Ronaldo to mark in 976 goals in official encounters for clubs and national team. Now, to big historic goal in 1,000 goals to Portuguese remain to score exactly 24 goals. All layout of his goal-scoring successes looks so. For Madrid, real forward distinguished himself 450 times. In squad of Manchester United scored 145 goals. Performing for Saudi Al-Nassr has an active 129 goals. Italian Juventus scored 101 goals. On very start of career for Lisbon Sporting, distinguished himself 5 times. For national team of Portugal scored already 146 goals. Friends, thank you for view, and if to you like the issue, then do not regret a like and subscribe.
We'll try right now to see if it's going well. It's like the Aquarius.